Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
So, how are you doing? Fine?
Fine.
Today our class will be continued to the chapter 9, User Interface Design. Last week, long week ago, we already discussed from the project plan, system requirement, project charter until we reach the user interface design. We also already learned about class diagram, right? So next is about how we design our system or our product to be able to be used by the user easily. That is why the theory of behind user interface design is the one that we will learn today. Okay. So, introduction to UI. Does anyone know about UI design? I think all of you already know, right? UI design is the one that you write in the code. But what is really UI design? UI design is refers to the visual element. The visual, only the visual. But there are many aspects inside of the visual element. The function or the purpose of UI design is to aesthetically pleasing and functional interface. If you only focus on aesthetically without focusing on the functional interface, it's not an UI design. It's not art. Design is supposed to be functional, reach our goals, and aesthetically possible. Okay. Now, how about UX? What do you think? Does UI part of UX or UX part of UI? This is UI, this is X, or this is X, this is UI. This one?
Yeah.
Or this one? Left. Right? Left. UI just a small aspect of UX. Okay. So UX is the broader elements of the design. There are many aspects in UX, not only the UI. There are accessibility, usability. But UI is part of UX. So UX is not part of UI. But UX is the mother of UI. And UX has so many children. So the UX focus on usability. As long as it's usable, you know usable, get your things done. That is usable. And then accessibility. What is accessibility? Accessible. Yes. So what is accessible? Yes. Accessible related to inclusivity. Inclusive. Do you know inclusive? If I only teach you and don't teach you, it's not inclusive teaching. Inclusive all. Inclusive means equity all. What is equity? Equity and equality. Equal. You know equal? Let's say there are three people. This is Musa. Okay. This is who is small here? Me. And who is medium size? Julia. There is a wall in here. And here there is a football match. So all of us have to climb the wall. And then what will you do to make them can watch the football? Add a box, yes. We add a box. Destroy the ball, yeah. Possible. But if we call it equality, we add same size of boxes. So here will be for Julia and for me and for Nosa. Okay, let's say this is 5 centimeter, 15 centimeter. Okay, so Nosa will be this height, me will be here, Julia will be here. Okay. So equality is not the solution of all problems. But our purpose here is to make all of them can work together, right? So we have to adjust the box size based on their age. So this box will be for Nosa, so he can watch here. This is for me, so I can watch here, and this is for Julia. The outcome is all of us can watch it together, right? Even though the input is not equal, but the output is all equal. Equality means all the solutions must be the same. When we discuss about accessibility, it means our design or our product can be useful for all the people, normal people. All of you is not disabled people and people with lack of ability. For example, people with ADHD. You know ADHD? Yeah. ADHD. I don't know the ADH, but the last D is disorder. It's about difficult to process information and how we prioritize the tasks that we need to be done. Later we will discuss how can we help people with ADHD with design. So the inclusivity of design is not only we design for normal things, but also we care or we solve the problem of specific problem that it is. So in a nutshell, yeah, in the summary, UI is about looks, UX is about feelings. UX is before you use the app, you already have the perception of the app. UI is when you use the app and you see how the design looks. UI is component of UX, but UX covers broader spectrum, including UI, usability, and satisfaction. So this is component of UX. Product strategy, user research. The interview that you done is called user research. And then information architecture, we already done before, right? And then testing and iteration, not yet. Empathy, do you have empathy? What is empathy and what is this is like I know how you feel. Empathy is I feel what you feel. So we put ourselves in someone else's shoes, or we pretend to be them. to experience their problem. One thing that we will learn today is this one: color theory, typography, design patterns, and interactivity and animation. Okay, so the goals of user interface design, there are 5 goals. First is satisfaction, efficiency, effectiveness, accessibility, and consistency. Satisfaction, you know satisfaction, right? If you eat the food, what is your aspect when you say the food is delicious? The looks, smell, taste. Which one is more important? Taste, plating, look and taste. So you will feel satisfied when your food meets or exceeds your expectation. Okay. Let's say you buy, chicken smackdown. What is chicken smackdown? Yeah. What is your expectation of the chicken? Crispy?
Spicy.
Yeah, spicy. When you eat the chicken, if it's soft and then it's sweet, does it meet your expectation? No. Even though the taste is good, but it doesn't meet your expectation, right? Because your first perception, this chicken will be tasty and spicy. So how we measure the user satisfaction? So we measure things in interface design is by two things: quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative, we ask about how many or how much. Qualitative, we ask about why and how. For example, I want to research about TikTok. If I use quantitative, I will get data like how many users download TikTok, how many users like TikTok, how many users dislike TikTok. That is the only data that you can get. Qualitative is more deep insight about the user. Why they like TikTok, why they don't like TikTok, why they don't do it, how they use it. Okay? So qualitative and quantitative should be complement each other. You get the data, the explanation of the data is from the qualitative. For example, I evaluate the Shopee app. The quantitative say the review is 3.5. And then, why the review is 3.5? I need to do the qualitative. We will get explanation from this. The difference between qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative focus on the smaller scale, small user, like 5 or 10, and we conduct it by interview or observation. We ask you for 1 hour or 2 hours about your experience using an app. You like it, or you don't, why you use it. What is your primary goal using the app? Quantitative, on the other hand, is for larger group, 100 people, 200 people. Okay. But the insight is more broader, not related. You only get the review, star, and then you get the score. The explanation of the score you cannot get. It's only directly from the qualitative. Okay. So let's say we use the popular tools to assess user satisfaction. This is from Vocational. Vocational is quantitative. It's by using Sistem usability scale. This is assess the satisfaction. What is your popular app? Instagram. Let's assess the user satisfaction of So this is the formula to assess the. You will learn about it. Okay. This is not as complicated as linear regression. Can you see the question? How we assess the user satisfaction? If we use a qualitative, I will create a questionnaire, okay, and deliver to the many people. At least 40. At least 40. Less than 40, your data will be not valid enough. Not reliable enough. At least 40. So this is the questionnaire. This is standardized questionnaire. It means you can just use it without changing the sentences. You can only change this one with the product name. Okay. Let's say I finish creating this questionnaire. So you have to answer or give the point from 1 to 5. 5 is strongly agree. 1 is strongly disagree. Number 1. Let's say we assess Instagram. What's your name? Ganesha. Please read this question in your heart and give a score from 1 to 5. I think I would like to use Instagram frequently. Yes. Do you use Instagram very often? Almost every day? Yes. Okay, so you agree? Why? Do you think that Instagram is complex, hard to use, difficult to use? So it's 5. If you think Instagram is complex, hard to use, give it 1. Because this sentence means Instagram is not easy to use. Do you agree or disagree? Disagree. So 1 is disagree, 5 is agree. Do you think Instagram easy to use?
Yeah.
So you agree, right? Do you need help to use Instagram? So 1. Do you think the feature in Instagram is well integrated? Well integrated means you upload a picture and it easily appears on your My profile. Right? Do you think Instagram is inconsistent? Sometimes the button changes. Really? Sometimes the layout of the story is changed. Yeah, it's true. Do you think most people will easily can use Instagram?
Yeah.
So this is 5. I found the system is very cumbersome to use. What is cumbersome? Cumbersome is yeah. Weird. Weird. Cumbersome means you don't know what is this, what kind of app is this. You don't know the function. What is Instagram? It's for sharing pictures, right? So you do understand about the app. So maybe before you use Instagram, do you feel confident to use it? It means you can just use it easily. Yes. Right. Do you need to learn how to use Instagram? No. So this is question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is your score. 5 or 5 and 1. Okay, understand why we get the number? Next, we must standardize the score. Remember, this is the formula. Odd number, do you know odd? Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. For every odd numbers, the response minus 1. Which one is odd? 1, 9. So the response minus 1. 5 minus 1? 4. And then this one? This one? Yeah, this one? Yeah, 4. You have more. Next is even. Which one is even? Right. Do you understand why we get 4? Yeah, because the answer is 5 and the number is odd. So just hence response minus 1. Next is the even. The formula is 5 minus the response. So 5 minus 1, 4. This one. 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 3. This is 4. 5 minus 4. 1. What is your score? 1. I need to learn a lot of things before I go. Do you need to learn? So this is 5 minus 1, 4. So we get the final number. This is called standardized response. Okay, or we call it adjusted response. This is not the final score. The one that we already calculate is the adjusted response. The formula is the total 10 questions. The total adjusted score from 10 questions started to 1 times 25. Okay. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is we have to calculate score, the last score of each question. So, number 1, what is the final score? 4. Number 2, 4. 3, 4. Number 5, 4. Number 6, 2. 7, 1. Number 9, 4. 35. Okay. 35. This is 2.5. So 35 times 25. How is the score? So the score is 35 times 2.5. Okay. So we get the score. So the user satisfaction, the Instagram app from the Panda is 87.5. What is the meaning 87.5? Let's see the interpretation. Our score is 87.5. 87.5 here. So it means Instagram, from the user satisfaction aspect of the interface design, is acceptable. Okay. From the adjective rating, it is excellent. The minimum score is 68. If your design score is less than 68, it means something wrong with your design. Okay. Now you know how to assess the user satisfaction, right? Just use system usability questionnaire. That is satisfaction. How about efficiency? What is efficient? What is efficient? Fast, yes. What? No. Fast is correct. Less effort. If you can do things with less effort, that is very efficient. For example, how efficient when we message the teacher? If you message the teacher one time and they can reply you at that time, it means you only need one effort, one time, right? And less waiting time. It means the efficiency is high. If you message your teacher 7 times, no reply, 1 week waiting, is it efficient? No. Not efficient. So the goals of efficiency is achieve the goals with minimal time and effort. In UI design, if the user want to achieve something, if the steps is so many, it means it's not very efficient. For example, if you want to upload a story in Instagram, you can use several steps. Swipe left, right, select picture, post, 3 steps. Or click plus, select picture, post. Right? 3 steps. Imagine it takes 10 steps. My profile, add story, select picture, config picture. select all inputs, and then solve out. Yeah. Is it complicated? That is efficiency. Okay. Remember, the design is not only about the looks, even though the main goal is the looks, but it has to be functional. You have to pay attention from the how many steps needed to achieve the goal. Just remember the minimal time and effort. The less time you need, the more addicted the user. Okay. So actually, the goals of UI design is make the user addicted to your system. And then how we measure efficiency? There are many ways. The popular tools there are 3 ways. Okay. Task completion rate, number of steps, and then throughput. TCT or time completion time, it means the total time it takes to complete tasks from start to finish. Let's say I ask Nosa to please upload the story in Instagram. Start now. Okay, I use stopwatch. Until it finishes, the story is uploaded. I record the time. Okay, let's say Nosa takes about 20 seconds. And then I ask yoga. Yoga takes about 80. Running it takes about 21. It means all of them can truly understand the app, the flow of the app. Okay? It means the efficiency of Instagram is pretty good. Let's say I ask you to enroll in e-learning. You take 40 seconds. And then yoga takes 3 minutes. And running takes 5 minutes. There are huge gap of time. It means most of them cannot truly understand how to solve their problem. Average steps is when we calculate how many steps it needed to achieve the task. For example, I ask you to like a story in Instagram. What will you do? First, you open Instagram, and then second, just click the story. Just click any other story and click like. 3 steps. If you can done that at 3 times, 3 steps, it means time taken to complete the task. This one, steps taken by user 1. Let's say I ask Nosa. Nosa is user number 1. Steps taken is 3. Number of user, let's say number of steps is 3. Right? How many steps required to like a story? 3. Okay. Nosa managed to do it in 3 steps. And it means the score is 1. Right? It means it's good. What if I ask Yuda? I ask you to like a story in Instagram. And Yuda, first he opens Instagram and go to my profile, go to my face, go to direct message, and then finally he can like a story. It takes more than 3, right? So it means Nosa and Yuda, their understanding of the app is different. Yuda takes more time to truly understand the app. It means the app is not truly for everyone. That is how we measure efficiency. Okay. Throughput is the total number of tasks completed per unit time. Okay. You complete that task. It takes 20 minutes. So 10 divided by 10. Okay. Next is is effective? What is effective? What is effective? Doing something right. That is called that. Yes?
Finishing something with analysis something?
Yes. The answer is effectiveness is about accuracy. Okay. If I can open the door, that door, on my first time, it's called the door. The design of the door is effective. If I can open the door 5 times a time, so I try to open, try again, and then the 5th time, it means it's not accurate and it's not effective. Efficient is about your effort. Effective is how it can be done on the first attempt. Let's say I can open this door, okay. Effective and efficient. Why? First try success, no need much energy. This is called effective but not efficient. First time success takes so much effort. Right? We discussed about accessibility before. So accessibility is creating digital interfaces that usable and navigable by people with disabilities. Disabilities can be auditory, motor, motor, yes, motor, or cognitive impairment. Cognitive impairment is how you process information and selecting which one is important and not important. That is all. And then with assistive technologies like screen readers, voice recognition software, or automatic devices. Key principles of accessibility: perceivable, operable, understandable, robust. No perceivable. Perceivable is first time you look, you already understand what kind of error. For example, there is a plus button. So this is for uploading something. Right? For example, this is a trash button. Let's say it's trash button. What do you expect when you click trash button? Delete something. If this button you click and you log out, what will you say? Perceivable means that your app is working based on how the user gets. Okay. Let's say there is a button of search here. If you click, you can type something. If you click here and suddenly open camera, what will you do? It's called not perceivable. Operable. Next is operable. It means the design can be used with various input methods like keyboard or voice commands. Because in accessibility, our product can be used by many people, no matter their disability. understandable. Make the interface and its functionality clear and understandable. Providing feedback and guidance when necessary. For example, you want to use embedding.
Yes.
Let's say you want to transfer your money to your system. If there is a step in here, tell you first what will you do, second here, and then finish. If there is an indicator telling you which progress are you, it will really helpful for you, right? Because first the app will tell you that you need to select the bank recipient, rekening number, right? And then confirm, and then click send. Right. What happens if here select the bank and then confirm transfer, and then use click send, and then here select the money, select amount of money, and then click OK. What will happen if you have the app in this flow? Select the bank and then confirm transfer. Click send, select amount of money, and then click OK. Yeah, confused. Confused, angry, sad. Confused because where is my money? Sad. Because you don't know where is your money right now. Angry. Why? Because you lose your money. That is why the flow of the app must be really clear and concise. Robust means reliable by what means of accessible technology. Let's say we have a case study about ADHD. Do you know ADHD? Let's say we will help these people with ADHD, with UI design. Okay. First, please watch this video. Do you know modern family?
Yeah.
Good. Let's watch this. Do you understand the problem?
Yes.
Switching tasks. Yeah, switching tasks easily. Cannot really focus on one task. For example, you ask me, sir, can you find me a new chair? And I will go out, look for a chair. I get the chair. And then I see the lamp is wrong. So I fix the lamp. To fix the lamp, I need to find some tools. So I go look for tools, right? On the way, when I was looking for tools, I saw the chair is broken. So I fixed the chair. And then I spent time looking for something other than chair. And then I feel happy doing that. Okay. Usually we have this kind of feeling, ADHD, when we have so many tasks. For example, we have so many assignments, right? It's near the midterm exam or final term. You want to finish your project and you see that your desk is dirty. So you clean your desk. Have you done it? Yes. And when you start to finish your task, you see your floor is dirty. You finish up everything and then you sleep because you are tired. You don't finish your main goal to finish your project, but you have other excuse. I'm tired because I came late today. Yes. It's like you don't like studying, but you don't want to feel guilty. So you do some other things just to justify your wrong action. Most people do that nowadays. Did you often do that? No. No. So that is the case study. We are trying to fix that man into be more focused person. So the objective is to create a mobile app for user with ADHD for what? Organizing and prioritizing tasks, managing time, and staying focused. So it's more like to-do list. Okay. What will you do during the research from when you doing this kind of project? You need to interview person with ADHD. Okay, literature review, find a book, and then expert consultation about people who are expert in ADHD. If you just design an app without doing all this research, it's just normal to-do list app. It's not for ADHD. And then, what are the key insights of ADHD? Struggle to maintain focus. Are you struggle maintaining focus? No. Cannot stay organized, leading to difficulty in completing tasks. Okay. How to resolve this problem? Visual cues and reminders are effective and helping users to stay on track. People with ADHD, if they don't have guidance about what things to do, they will think based on their instinct. Okay? Just roaming around, finishing all the tasks except the main task. Okay? And then breaking the task into smaller and manageable steps. Make them less overwhelmed and easier to accomplish. For example, you have assignment. Assignment is about create UI design. For some of you who don't understand, this will be very difficult to do. The other way to do it is to don't write like this. Make this into smaller tasks. For example, select the title, okay, and then do interview, and then Draw the composition, and then do wireframe. Design. Yes. So the main task is divided into many smaller tasks. So it's easier to check. Right? It can be useful for you when you have data assignment. So this is design principle for people who study it. It has to be simple. Okay, not so much things going on inside the app. Let's take the example of Shopee. If you ask people with ADHD why milk in Shopee, they will not find it. So many things happening inside one screen. Maybe they will end up watching a short. Right? And then provide visual cues. Okay? You have to draw their attention into the important task. So after we decide about the principle, and then we discuss the feature. What will be the feature of our app? Okay. We have task list, reminder, progress tracking, time management, and this is optional gamification. The last is goals of user interface design. Consistency. Okay, consistent means nothing changes after several of time. Just the way things are. Okay, that is called consistent. So, key aspect of consistency, first is visual. The visual, the color, typography, icon, layout must be consistent from all the screen. If your app is on many platforms, it has to be consistent, especially the typography and the icon and color. Let's say you use Shopee on the phone. The font is orange, right? If you open on the website and the color is green, do you think you must be think this is not Shopee, right? It has to be consistent to make the user feel safe and secure. Okay. And then functional consistency. At least at the very least, the feature is that in several platforms must be same, or the name of the function must be same. For example, in the phone, the feature for upload photo is just upload in Instagram. On the web, it's the same. Let's say it's same, upload photo. But if it's different, let's say on the phone is upload photo, and then on the website is post a photo. Small difference, but great confusion. And then content consistency. The language, tone, style must be same. For example, logic. Hi, your phone has arrived. And with a lot of emoji. Right? If you install on the tab, it's still same. What will happen if your project on the phone is like, hi, your phone is arrived, please take your phone and give it to the driver. And on the iPad, on the tablet, is more like formal or casual or formal thing, like please take your phone downstairs. Don't forget to leave reply or stars to the driver. Thank you so much for your cooperation. You are valuable customer to us. Same app, different tone, not consistent. Consistent is not only the icon of the color. And then platform consistency. If your app is on the Android, we have a material design or UI guideline based on the environment, iOS, Android, or web. Okay. So now we will discuss about types of user interface. What is this? Yeah, CMD. CMD. Have you ever when you plug in your flash drive, did you eject your flash drive?
Yeah.
Or you just take it off? Eject, right? Have you ever eject your flash drive using CMD? No. So, have you ever opened my computer without clicking my file explorer, but using CMD? So, this is called command line interface. CLI. Okay. You might think this is not interface, but what is truly interface? Interface is connecting two things. Okay. Hardware and user, or hardware and hardware. This is also interface. We are communicating with our computer by this language. Command line interface. It's maybe not really easy to see and confusing. Next is this is more appealing to see, right? This is touch interface. We operate it this by touch. Click. Yeah, this is graphical user interface. The interface is the main component is graphical interface. Is this graphical user interface? Yes, this is, but it's for mobile and operation is by touch. This is the first graphical user interface, but by click. How about this? By what is this? No. No. Yes. Google Home. Hey Google, blah 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 blah. How do you communicate with Google? By voice. This is voice interface. How about this? What is this? Use application. Yeah, this is implementation of AR and VR interface. This is emerging technology. Maybe from now in the future. Yeah, like that. So types of user interface, there are 5. But actually, this one is part of here. So when we learn about user interface design, there are so many things to learn. We have to learn about the components of each environment. How many environments do we have to learn? Desktop, web, mobile, tablet, wearable device. Every component, every device has different components. But because all of your app is on mobile, right? So we will focus on the components of mobile app UI design. components of UI design in wearable device and phone is really different. Even in the phone and tablet is really different. So the components is visual elements, user interface controls, navigation patterns, feedback, gesture, accessibility, branding and theming, animation, transition, and error handling. Error handling is like frequently asked questions, customer service, chatbot. We will learn about visual elements. It's about typography. You know typography? Yes. Typography. It's about font. Font and typeface is different. Okay. Font is combination of letter with same style. A, B, C, D, E, and C. And all the number and characters in same style. Typeface is combination of fonts in one family. Okay. Let's say Roboto, Botan, Times New Roman, they are in one family. If you add other font here, like Poppins, it's not typeface. It has to be in one family. So you have to know what is font, what is typeface. Font is just one. Typeface is combination of all. But the font is in all family, same family. Typography in UI design is like visual communication. What are we trying to tell the user from our design? Okay. We are trying to engage and convince user to stay longer or buy something. For example, here, this is app about architecture. Architecture is about house and buildings. So we have to make it professional, right? What if the architecture website with this kind of font not match, right? Doesn't deliver the good message to the audience. Right? This is about sonic website. Match the purpose, right? The color also, right? And then a few tips as a designer. Okay. From my experience, you have to set consistent tone and mood. What is your website or your product trying to say? Excitement, formal, casual. Okay. What is your audience? Kids or adult people? And then choose the right typeface and font. Okay. If your website is about selling games, this one can be useful, right? If your app is about telling information, important information, this one may be not useful, right? It's beautiful, right? But hard to read. And then don't use too many typeface and fonts. Okay, maximum of 2 typefaces. Maximum of 2. So 2 font family. Maximum. Okay. Don't use here. Use Calibri. And then here you use Comic Sans. Just I know that you are trying to make your design as aesthetically as possible, but sometimes the answer is in simplicity. And then pay attention to space. I have a pro tip for you. You know white space? space is the space here that I leave it as it be to make it has a space for you to be able to focus on what kind of things to do. Okay. White space also called negative space. Okay. Project is here. Title later. You know title later? This is title later. Space. Okay. User later is like this. Height. Loose. Title letter is for headline, then the title. Okay. What is the item? 20% sale, something like that. Okay. And then loser letter is for the body of the text, error message, or notification, or the description. Like this. Okay. This is the example of which one is easier to read? This one or this one?
So right one.
Novi? Me? Which one is easier to read for you? This one? This one. Anyone say this one? Why is it easier to read here? Not here. Yeah, lot of free space. And also, that is not only the answer. When you see so many texts, really compact in size, your brain will be cognitively tired. And your brain will think this is too much information for me to read. Here, you will think it's really less text and easier to understand. That is why we need to have so many written white space. Remember, okay, white space is important. And also, bad example, right? Next is create a clear visual hierarchy. Title, heading, okay, body text. It means very easy. This is the things that we can access. If we click here, this is the explanation, right? Very simple, but most people still don't understand. And then space and size. What are you trying to tell? Let's say your product is about great solution. It's about deliver a website design. If you want to emphasize that, make it bigger. Okay? Make it bigger, bolder. People will not read this if they don't attract this. You have to attract their attention into this. People read will be like this. See that. Create a visual hierarchy. Yeah. Colors. Sometimes using too many colors is really mess up, right? But if you can use the right contrast, gradients, blocks, it helps you create a visual hierarchy. And then make your typography scalable. Each one is for title, heading, subheading, body text. Then the next is color contrast. Color is the top factor that most designers use to create contrast in UI design. What is this app trying to tell? This is wrong. This is correct. Correct. This is right. This is wrong. Right. Why the background is white? To make the green and red stand out. Okay. So you can easily know that it is. Let's imagine the background is blue. Bad, right? Next is we can use upper and lower case combination. When we try to tell the title of our service or product, don't be afraid to use all characters. Okay, all caps lock doesn't mean you are bad. Okay, you are trying to send a message. And then we have italic and bold copy. A different text style like italic, bold, or underline help message stand out and makes the user unconsciously focus on the text. Because we as a human tend to be focused to one mistake. Let's say you have star. When you see this kind of thing, you will automatically focus on the square. Why? Because it's different. It's make you uncomfortable to see something like this. The other example is what do you think of this design? Three. Normal. Right? Is it normal? How about this one? Is it normal?
No.
Why are you laughing? You don't like the tree?
Yeah.
Why?
Not symmetrical.
Not symmetrical?
Yeah.
Why we have something not symmetrical?
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It's like when we meet someone and they are very kind and then they make one mistake, what will you do?
Blame them.
We are easily concentrate on the one mistake and forget about all the good things they done. Bad example. So when we make something, the design, all is in the same style, and make one thing different, the user will easily concentrate on the one thing that is really different. Okay. If you want to tell something like promo or discount, just make it different than the others. then keep your text simple and short. Okay, this is for you who loves to design something that is very useful. Okay, no matter whether you are designing minimalist or not, your UI text must be simple and short. Okay, never make your user things. Don't make your user confused. Okay. And then this is optional, but you can animate your copy because this is the easiest thing to attract attention. If something is moving, change color, it will directly attract someone else's attention. Simple example is when we come to the class, we all use shoes, right? If someone else come to this class with shoes, RGB shoes, what will you do? You will easily notice the difference. And then next is we have user interface control. We have button, text field, check boxes, sliders, switch. Next we will learn about anatomy. You know anatomy? Ana and so this is button anatomy. Okay. We have padding. Okay. Padding is the gap between the arrow and the content inside. We have the item, we have the label, and we have border radius. Border radius for nowadays must be used because we want to tell the user this app is not really rigid. If the button is like this, really square, which one would you prefer? Up or down? Who said up? Button. Why we choose button? What we choose? Think interactive. It's same design. Why we think
It's look more simple.
it's not simple shape? They are same shape.
Our feeling is boring.
Boring. What makes you think it's boring? It's same rectangle shape. Visually appealing, same. Same text, same shape. The answer is in here. Our mind, psychology behind our mind, we don't like something very sharp because we perceive something sharp as dangerous. Yes. We have something like this. We tend to think it's safe. And it manipulates our mind thinking that this kind of button is dangerous or brings something to something it's virus. Yeah, virus. Yeah. So this kind of course UI or UX is very related to psychology. This is button stick. We have normal, So when you design a button, it's not only one button. You have to design the states. Where it's active, progress, or disable, you have to design it. Okay. There is normal button, focus button, hover, and your mouse. Okay. Active, progress, or disable. But this one is disabled when you design a mobile. And then we have button style. Okay. We have button with item. We have only button with label. Ghost button, edit button, icon button, and then we have floating action button. Floating action button is there is plus button, and when we click, this happens. This is called floating button, floating action button. When we tap it, pop up. Change to X and option A, B, C. Split button, it means you have many options to choose. And there is multi-select button. When you want to apply multiple constraint in your text or something, it's called multi-selection. And there is a button style hierarchy. There is a primary, secondary, or tertiary. Okay. This is primary. So primary is you lead user to tell to do this. If they don't agree with this, you lead them to and then do it. Like this design. You expect them to click send. If they don't want to click send, you expect them to choose send. If they don't, then they let you click. If you make them same, no prioritization. And then the other pro tip. Sometimes we think what is the default button. Right? Sometimes there is no default action. You can just leave to the user for them to think which one to do, approve or reject. Okay. This is you lead them to just approve. Okay. This is presenting all the choices equally. This is useful when you want them to get into sales or something profitable for your company. This is for something not beneficial for your company. For example, uninstall. Are you sure want to uninstall your system? Yes. No. Same step. Yeah. Why? Because we don't want them to uninstall our own product. Okay. Here it is called lead. Lead the user into do something more profitable for us. For example, approve the payment or reject. Why? Because we want them to approve the payment. So we make it standard.
Hemat sasa.
Appearance affect the speed of recognition. Appearance affect how you recognize something. Right? For example, first time I'm teaching here, if I don't wear jacket and came back into the class, you will not recognize me as your teacher. Right?
Yeah.
If I use jacket and come up here, you will think I'm a teacher. Next week, if I ask someone else that I met on the road, just come here, use jacket, and come in front of the classroom, you will think he is the teacher. Right? Because appearance affects speed of recognition. People say, please don't judge people by its cover. Right? But the way our mind works, we judge people by the cover first. Right? Why? We don't have the time to know the personality. Right? That is why appearance affects speed of recognition. Okay? Here we can easily understand this is a button. Next, we have to think, is it a button or not? This one confusing, right? And then use consistent style. I mean, not only the icon, but also the color. This style shapes with corner radius. Okay. This style, I don't know. Okay. They use button with so many corner radius, and then less corner radius, and then circle, and then padding. Here is more, consistent. Okay. Remember, we operate on mobile with our hand. Okay. Remember that when we design the dimension, please not less than 8 to 10 millimeters. Make it larger than 8%. Okay. Because our fingers is not ready anymore. Okay. Now we have a small finger, bigger fingers. Here, good button label invite users to take action. Okay. If you have so many tabs, okay, the user will only read this one. Use location service. Okay. Yes, no, who. What kind of info I don't know. Okay. Make them like they can make this decision. Make the text like they are the boss. Okay. If we make people and they consider us as their boss, we must be happy. Right? So the text is about allow, don't allow, or learn more. If we make it text like allow, it deliver a message that I'm in charge of you. I can allow you or don't allow you. And then this one, this is very confusing. Which one is correct? Cancel okay or okay cancel?
Cancel okay.
Correct.
Okay, I just the link.
Good. So this one is also okay. This one also okay. Nothing wrong in here. Okay. It just really tough. Which one is better? I don't know. Because okay cancel is related to reading order. Yes, left, right. Naturally we read from left to right. This one is more natural. Because we associate something in the right is good, something on the left is bad. Disable button backward. We often think that if things cannot be done, it is disable button. But try to avoid disable button. Why? Don't read the result. Why we must avoid this kind of button? Why?
It scares the user.
Yeah, because it makes the user think it cannot be done. Yeah. What will I have to do? It cannot be done. How can you expect someone to go somewhere if you don't tell them where is the finish line? Right? So the better explanation is that, okay, just make the button active and tell where they do wrong. This is text field standard. Text field standard can be used for anything. Okay. Standard text field can be used almost in all digital programs. It's like inputting the text. Okay. When you expect the user to input a text, please add the border. Don't forget that it's important. For example, login. Login. Okay. What to put in here? I don't know. Right? You have to give. Yes. This is the example of good styles of text. We have label enable. We have the label focus. When we input the text inside the label, it tells the user that you are currently on the screen. Right? And then this means it can be modified. You are currently modifying on this one. This one cannot be modified. Okay? And also remember to put your text field level. Okay. So for example, you expect someone to put an email. you have to add here email, right? And also here, when you add the button, you have to add the clue here, right? Which one is correct? Type your email or which one is better? First, why? Up or down? Who said up? Why?
No, no.
Okay, at least you have the instinct.
Yeah.
Who said the button? Why?
Because it tells the user a clear form of input.
Yes, Tommy.
The user know what the detail of the user must have the email.
Yeah, more specific.
More information.
How about you? Same as us. When the example is like this. Tracking ID. Enter tracking ID. What is tracking ID? I don't know. Tracking ID. Example JAO. It starts with CA. Here. Why? Why they are different? Why this one is better than this one?
Because it always shorter. Always.
Zip is supposed to be shorter.
Yes. It zip we call it post numbers. Usually like it. Right? When they don't know what is zip code, at least we can tell them it's really short. Okay. If they don't know and they see something like this, what will they think? It's a long code. Okay. Not zip file. Oh, this one is correct. Correct. It's supposed to be zip code, right? Zip. You're confused also. Zip is not WinRAR, right? Okay. Here also. Remember, put this in your mind. You have to help your user as much as possible. You already put the level. You already put the example. What happens if they don't know it? They can ask you to speak this level, and it will explain. Can be born in your invoice, so they can easily this data is in the invoice. And this one, avoid this. Let's say you want to put Windows product key. You know, Windows product key is consists of X, Y, Z. And right? If you have the document like this, right? And you have the document in your hand, and in the system you have to put something like this. What will you do? Type here, and you will think go in here, okay, go in here, okay, right? So you will think I have to put it separately, right? Why we do that? Just make it like this, right? Automatically. If we make the user less time to think, it's the better. And please provide suggestion. For example, you are trying to find apple, mango, and okay? It's supposed to be give you the list of suggestions. What if there is no suggestion?
What is it? There is no such.
Yeah, the user think there is no such thing. The user will think this kind of item is not in here.
Yeah.
The user delete the.
It also makes the user easier to find something. For example, I want to search someone on Instagram. Let's say I want to search Nosa. When I search no, it's already here. Nosa. Easier. I don't have to type the full name. And also the inclusivity design. Please put the voice text to speech. Yes. Sometimes you are lazy to type. Next is we have to learn about navigation and pattern. This is tab bar. Okay. This is not navigation bar. This is tab bar. Tab bar is when you can navigate to each feature. Each main feature is tab bar consists of active, not active. Tell you where are you right now. Okay. It tells you where are you right now, so you don't get confused. Right? You already designed your app, right? Did you design the tab bar? Tab bar is on the bottom, usually on the bottom. Navigation bar is on the top. It's navigation bar is like back, next. Yeah, it's like this. This is drawer menu. Drawer menu usually on the website. Okay. And this is navigation bar. Back, close. And this is tabs. Okay. What is tabs for? Yeah. Tabs means all of this is related. From this related. Okay. Like this. Name, achievement, education, and then experience. Not really. Maybe this is certificate. All of this is related, right? About one person. when we click a certificate, we will get information on all the certificates. Let's say this is the folder of it means all of this related, right? Certificate, achievement, education, experience. When you click education, what is your expectation to show up?
Sure. Education.
Like what?
Where I graduated. Yeah.
Yes, where is the your school?
Yeah.
How about experience?
Maybe experience organization.
Maybe yes. Yes, possible.
Analysis.
Organization experience, internship.
And
Yeah. It means all of them is one compilation of 5 of topics divided into several categories. This is protein button. It will never disappear when you scroll. Because when we use floating button, when do we use floating button? Yeah. Why we have a floating button? Right? Let's say this is a pen. Right? This is a pen. So this is floating button in Note. We usually see floating button in Note at 5. This because this is the features that is most people will often use, or this is the primary features of the app. If your product expect the user to use this frequently, make it easier to notice, easier to access. The other example is, Chris button. Curious? Chris. Which one is correct, Chris or curious? I think QRIS. Next, we will have feedback and notification. Yeah, we have those message. It's like brief notification that appear temporarily, and then we have alerts direct and display important message, warning on prompts. A device trying to login in the browser, something like that. Right? Have you ever received that message? Even though that you are not in your browser. A device is trying to use it as something. And then progress to the next. This is really important. Where the task has so many subtasks and it really takes a lot of time to finish. Sometimes in the app, the process cannot be easily simplified. Like first time setting up an account, you have to fill so many information. So you have to add the progress details. And we have push notification. Okay. Push notification is notification that force into your phone. Like Duolingo. Have you ever used Duolingo? Yes. Where have to be? You don't want to hour. Duolingo is the example of possessive app. Possessive and toxic. Because they don't let us to access other apps. And we have question in mobile app. have to know that we have gesture, we have tap, swipe, pinch, and zoom, long press. Yeah. Remember that long press is for only additional action. Okay. If the action is normal or expected to be done, do not use long press. For example, if you want to like a post in Instagram, don't use long press. Okay. Use tap because it's normal things to do. If it's about something that occasionally happening, you have to use long press. For example, record. Pinch and zoom are the swipe is definitive. The accessibility is like text size, voice commands, screen readers, keyboard graphics. And then we have branding and gimmick. Okay? When you create an app or product, you have to know that what is the logo and branding elements. Okay? Let's say you work in Chimori. Let's say you work in Chimora. Chimora is a yogurt drink that has so many flavors. Until this whiteboard is not enough. So from their marketing and their brand, we all know that their target is for young people, right? And when they ask you to make an ad about e-commerce for Chimora, what will you make? What kind of app will you make? Colorful theme, yes, because they have so many flavors like matcha, taro, free lactose, friendly, colorful, yeah, custom themes, yeah. Option for user to customize app's appearance and theme according to preference. It's something like light and dark theme. And please, there is also personalization. Yeah. You have to alter your app based on user preferences, behavior, and demographic. For example, you have advertisement feature in your app. Only show advertisement related to the user. Okay. Let's say like explore. When you are in Singaraja, your explore will be something related to Bali, right? Not something related in Hong Kong or in Shanghai. We also have animation and transition. Yeah. Micro interaction is something that animate inside one page. That is called animation. Page transition is when you transition from one page to the other. Okay. The example is like this. From this page into this page is called no transition. Okay. If I click from this page into this page, but this page become a word and that is transition. If I click this and it changes, it's called animation because it's happening on this page. Okay, so next we have error handling. I think this one is really important. Onboarding tutorial. Okay. Onboarding, that walkthrough to make the user familiarized with the app features and functionality. We all like surprise, right? But surprise we like when it's beneficial for us. When we got surprised by something confusing, we don't like it. Onboarding is trying to reduce a bad surprise to the user. Okay. And then error message, please make it clear and don't scare the user. especially about payment. Make it like the product is not available at the moment, and the button is go back or buy other product. Don't make it payment error 404 when you already paid 2 million. Maybe you will cry. Okay, so I have awesome book for you to read if you like to read. Do you like reading books?
Yes.
Who likes reading books? What kind of book do you like to read? Novel? Novel is okay. I'm asking book, not manga. What kind of book? Metaphors. Okay. If you are really interested in interface design or experience design, the first thing you have to read is this one. Okay? And then this one. And then this one. Last one is this one. Can you read?
No.
You cannot read Korean? It's called just enough research. Please learn how to read Korean.
Why?
Our final exam will be in If you like to read, first try to read this. This book is about how people really don't like to think. No matter how smart they are, they don't like to think. Especially people who are not smart. They even really hate to think. So when you design something, put into your mind that they don't like to think. Yeah, make it as clear as possible. And then we have laws of UX. It's about law of strategy of human when we interact with something. Psychology is really related to UX. For example, it's like this. We have paradox of choice. Paradox of choice alpha march. There is a convenience store called Alpha March. We have a big convenience store in Bali. We have Care. No, Care 5. Let's say we have two convenience stores. This is small, this is big. Alpha March and Care 5. Care 5 is older brother of Care 1, Care 2, Care 3. Let's say I ask, maybe please buy milk in Alpha Mart. How long does it take for her to buy milk? How long does it take for her to decide? Maybe 3 minutes. Why? Because less options. Because the options only share from this brand A and B. Meanwhile here, big building, you have 30 options of milk. How long does it take for you to make a decision? Longer, right? So, paradox of choice explains that the more options you have, the longer it takes for you to make decision, and the higher the chance that you will regret your decision. Why? Let's say there are 30 kind of milks. You buy the first one, almond milk. You take 10 minutes to make a decision to buy almond milk. Okay? It means you take one and you don't take 99. Right? Now you will spend the rest of your life about the possibility what will happen if I buy this one or this one or this one. That is paradox of choice. The more you have the choice, the more confused you are. Okay? Meanwhile, if you have less options, you don't really confuse. And also, let's say there are two brands. You decided to buy this one, right? And you left with the other one. You maybe will think, I can buy it, right? Because less choice leads to less of regret. Same like designing a map. Don't make it too crowded. The other one is, we call it reverse psychology. You know? Psychology. You know? I told you not to do, but I expect you to do it. For example, yes. For example, I tell you, you will not be able to get 80 on your final exam. What will happen to you? Scared, sad, cry, accept the situation. 5 stages of grief. But some of you will be motivated to get a degree, right? Because you will think the question will be very hard and you will study very hard. Because you think reach 80 is really good. Maybe it will be really difficult. So you will pass the 5 stages of grief and then you study and then you get 85, right? You get 85 when I expect you not to get 80, but I want you to get more than 80. That is the first psychology. The first psychology usually works with children. For example, you have a brother, a small brother, and you tell them, I bet you cannot finish the food. Okay. What will happen? They will motivate to finish after. We have 5 more minutes, and we will discuss something that you really like. It starts with A, finish up with S. Assignment. If we finish up with T, it means you only have one assignment. Now you will have at least 10 assignments. But small assignment. Now you will progress to the 5 stages of creativity. Did I ask you before to make customer journey? So this is what we need.
Oh yeah. Is it a small assignment?
This is the first assignment. Okay. You already interview the user, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will give you 2 weeks to finish all the assignments. First, this week you have to finish up interview 5 users. Before that, you have to finalize your interview question. Okay. After you finalize your interview questions, you have to. Can I write here? This is your list of main. First, you have to make your interview question. Okay. Second, conduct the interview. Third, you have to draw the result into mind map or affinity diagram. Fourth, you will draw a user journey. Fifth, you will draw a full, complete wireframe. Okay. Have you finished the first one? Little bit. A little bit. 0 to 10.
0 to -0.1.
Please finish up your this one. You have like 14 days. The larger the number, the more you think you have more time. 14 days, not 2 weeks. 14 days. Okay.
Yes.
You have any question about our course? Next meeting we will continue to the design practical. Tomorrow, right? Next meeting is tomorrow. We will meet again. We will implement all the theory tomorrow. Any question? No?
This is assignment, right?
Right. Can you read this page? Assignment. Will be submitted in 14 days. In one file or one writing. Do you need a template?
Yes!
Yeah, I give you later. One group, only one. One file.
Sorry.
I sent you a file before, right? In WhatsApp. The iPhone 10, yeah. Send it back to your group class. Any question? Okay, so I will just close the class and then camera will turn off and I will explain more later. Okay. So thank you for today's class. So see you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.